Hello, everyone. Happy Monday.
Woohoo.
Happy almost mid-February. How is that already here?
Right?
I know it's
I
crazy.
don't know.
I feel very behind already.
I was just like, I have to do all these things. Like the month's almost over, and I'm like, well, it's not really, but it will be. Like 2 days from now, it'll be March 1st.
Finished reading a book yesterday. I went, my God, I'm rocking it. I finished 7 books and it's only like the 5th of the month. And I went, wait a minute. How was it the 13th?
You're like, not yet. A little past it.
Agree.
Oh, geez, my brother's texting me for a huge favor. I don't even want to know what that is. Small favor, I still question, but
Right.
Anyway, what are you guys planning to read tonight?
I am continuing on with this God, I'm drawing a blank. Cozy Mystery. The Rocky Road to Ruin by Mary Allen.
Yay!
I'm about 12 or 15% of the way through it, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It's really cute. I'm liking it. So
that series has some of the cutest covers. The whole series.
Yes.
I was thinking this morning, I'm like, if I can finish this, I can finish book 2 this summer and then book 3 in time for Halloween.
Yeah, and 3's Halloween.
Yeah,
they're really cute.
Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be reading.
Nice. What about you, Storm? Are you prepared or you need a few minutes?
Oh, I was gonna say it depends on if I can get my light up here to work. I was gonna work on the Immodest Proposal, but it's kind of dark over here in the corner, so I was trying to get my. I think I'm gonna have to get a new ring light because this one doesn't want to come on.
Gotcha.
There
you go.
Yay!
There you go. What about you, Tiffany?
See you. No.
Yeah.
I finished 2 books today, so I'm on a roll.
Wow.
One audio, one, And now, granted, I was at like 90% in both of them when I went to bed, but that's
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You finished 2 books today.
That's great.
And so I am reading Undeniable, which is a part of a series. I think the series is called Country Roads by Shannon Richards. I really like her writing. And then I'm also reading Fatal Fondue. It's the 3rd book in the 5 ingredient or less series for Purple on the Cover. And then I'm starting on audio the 3rd Beak and Bake Shop by Darcy Hannah.
Nice.
You got a lot going on there, Tiffany. Very nice.
I know.
How about you? I'm 71% through The Overnight Guest by Heather Gudenkoff.
Are you liking it?
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Like I had thought that I discussed it with Sharon and we're like, this is absolutely what this story is this. And then like 2 chapters later, it was like, oh no, it's not at all. Like the just twist right there. And I'm like, oh shit, no, it's this now.
Yep.
Yeah. So I have 127 pages left. I'm trying to get as much as I can done today. So
yay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
That's awesome.
Let's see what we got going on in the comments. Pat said, good evening, everyone. I'm reading The Cowboys Ranch Rescue by Lisa Childs' Harlequin heartwarming book for January 2023. I started this afternoon and cannot put it down. I'm halfway through it.
Yay.
Jen said, hello, everyone. Tonight I'm reading Winter People by Jennifer McMahon. Very nice. I haven't actually read one of her books because I always find like they just look too creepy on the cover. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe.
They're very spooky, like from my understanding, like a horror novel almost.
Yes. Ooh. That's what they always seem like. I'm like, I don't know.
I think I read Winter People.
I think you read one of them. I'm not sure if that was the one, but you read one of them, Storm. I'm pretty sure you talked about it. Yeah. Alicia said, hello, everyone. For retro romance, I'm reading Pillow Talk by Haley North tonight. Very good book.
Cool.
Excellent.
And Jessie said, hello, everyone. I'm reading Fool Me Once by Fern Michaels.
Awesome.
Cajun said, hi, everyone. I'm reading Out of Body, Crystal Cave number 3. This is a spinoff of the China Bales series focusing on Ruby.
Oh, nice.
What's the spinoff to that series?
Jessica said, hi, everyone. I'll be continuing with 50% off Murder for Purple on the Cover and Valentine's Hate for a Fun Romance.
Nice.
Book fan said, hello, all. Reading Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun. by Ellie Cosmano.
Nice.
Nadine said, hi, everyone. I'm going to read chapter 1, maybe also chapter 2 of Naked in Death by J.D. Robb, number 1 in the In Death series. I want to see if I'll like the series before I buy more books in the series. I think that's a great idea because that's a commitment. So
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to buy 10 books and realize you hate it. So, you know.
I thought the first book was okay. Like I gave it 3 stars, but I think I need to read more, a few more to make a decision on if I'm going to actually like it or not. Because it reads kind of like a detective novel, but there's a lot of like new technology and spacey kind of thing since it is in the future. And so sometimes you'll be reading it and then sometimes you're like, it's kind of weird.
That's my only hesitation is like that little bit of futuristic to it there, but people seem to
My aunt loved it. She was reading it years ago, and I made the comment. I said, "You know that there's more books." She goes, "I don't have time for that."
Yeah,
have you told her today? Now there's 56.
I was gonna say with all of them that's out, you don't have time for it.
Yeah, you really don't. Tina said, hello all. Hope everyone is having a good day. I've only read like 2 pages today and had a lot going on, but I'm ready to read. Very nice.
Excellent.
And Danielle said, hello, everyone. Hello. Mel said, hi, Lee. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Storm. Hi, everyone. I'm reading In Cold Chamomile by Joy Avon, number 3 in the TN read. Good luck with that.
Say that 3 times fast.
I know, right? Rena said, hello, everyone. Hello. Kat said, sigh. I'm struggling with a retro romance. My marriage of convenience choice, and it's not working for me. We'll give it the first sprint to decide whether to DNF it or not.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, just remember, too, you don't have to do the prompts. As long as it's retro, you're good. You don't have to do that. If that's pressure, don't worry about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Val said, hi, I'm going to be continuing with Well Traveled by Jen DeLuca.
Nice.
Anita said, hey, I'm under the weather, but I'm going to try to finish Live and Let Grind. I haven't been reading since I caught this cold a couple of days ago. There's definitely something going around. Yeah. Karen said, hi, Lee. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Tiffany. Hi, Storm. Hi, everyone. Tonight I'm going to be reading Doggone It by Spencer Quinn.
Nice.
That's a funny title.
I like the title. I hope you feel better soon, Anita. Sharon said, hi, everyone. Good to see you. I'm reading Caught Red-Handed by Ellie Alexander this evening. Finished the audio of Codename Sapphire earlier today. Very nice.
Awesome.
Books read.
Mm-hmm.
And Cornflower said, hi, everyone. I'm reading Get Away with Murder by Diane Kelly, Mountain Lodge Cozy Mystery.
Excellent.
And Tina said, I'm reading Grilled for Murder by Maddie Day and rereading After by Anna Todd. And I want to start a manga. Don't know which one yet.
Excellent.
And Annie said, hi, all. I'm reading Beware My Love by Marilyn Ross. I cannot read today. I'm like, but
Sounds good to me.
right?
Yeah, you sound,
Thanks. Yeah. Tiffany said, I am crocheting granny squares for a sweater. Currently crocheting my 6th square.
Nice.
Interesting.
Sherry says, hi, everyone. Just got home from work. We'll listen to Late at Night by Rick Springfield.
Oh.
How'd the sweater turn out?
How'd the dog sweater turn out?
Danielle said, I've fallen down a new bookish rabbit hole by accident last night. I found the open library on Internet Archive. It was really easy to get the free library card. So many books I want to read.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Ginger said, I really like J.D. Robb, and y'all know I'm not big on the woo-woo-ness. Good to know everyone's thoughts on the J.D. Robb series, so thanks. Sharon said, Sarah, we got about 1/8 of an inch of snow today. Thought about calling out from work.
I can still find my golf ball.
Time to stay home.
Right.
I'll say good luck with that. It's not the best series, but book 2 was better than book 1, so I'm hoping this one is too. And even if it's not, it's the last book in the series. Oh, about the
Yeah.
yeah.
That's why I DNF that series. I know there was only 3, but I didn't like the first one. And when I was doing my series list, my spreadsheet and stuff, I came up to that one and I'm like, do I want to add it to my spreadsheet or not? And I'm like, nope, don't want it.
I read the first one and thought it was okay. 2 and 3, I forced myself just to get through, like forced myself.
Yeah.
I didn't like the first one.
It was all right. And I was just like, I think I was doing it for some kind of challenge, so I was like pushing through it, and I'm like,
Okay.
not
Yeah,
again.
we read it for something. The first one we did.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't remember what for, but
Jesse said, I'm all caught up with JD Robb and waiting for the next
Whoa!
one. Definitely reread the series
Congratulations.
and keep the
Wow.
whole series. Wow.
now I'd
Good
like
for
to know
you.
how long it took you to read from 1 to 56, like
Something,
span
yeah.
of time wise.
Mm.
Well,
Wow.
Mara from Books Like Woe is caught up on that series. So.
That's
But I'm
crazy.
wondering if some people like I'm part of this like Nora Roberts groupies thing, and there's a lady Cookie in there, and she's been reading since the very beginning. So she's read everything currently as it came out. So she's like, yes, I've read every single Nora Roberts and JD Robb, but she's read them when they first came out. So.
Yeah, that makes
It's
sense.
not like it's 20 years later.
Mara
Right.
from Books Like Woe has her Nora Roberts project, or what? So she reads.
I know who she is. Okay,
Yeah,
I know
she
who
reads
she
a
is.
lot during the. I think it took her probably like a whole year or so. I think to catch up on the in-depth series, but she did it.
Wow.
Yeah, no, she was definitely pushing. Yeah. Is it weird that I just don't think her name fits her? So that's why I always have to think about it when you say, I'm like, oh, wait, yeah, that's not. I don't know why I don't think her name fits.
Looks
I
like
like
Woe.
when she talks about her mom and she calls her mom like whoa.
Mom, like, well. Tina said, at Cajun, his sweater turned out pretty good, especially for the first time making clothing.
Excellent.
Very nice.
I
love
don't know
Nora
if you'll be
Roberts.
able to see this, but it just so happens that today my coworker sews a lot and she can like make anything. So I asked her to make me this. And it's so funny that I'll let me see if it'll pop up. It's matching pajama bottoms and dog outfit. And I was like, dude, will you make me that? And she was like, really? Or are you joking? I was like, she's like, never mind. I don't need you to answer that.
You're like, no, I'm absolutely not joking.
That is awesome.
I know. Oh,
Cool.
Tina, I'd love to see a picture if you're in the
Dresden,
Discord.
do you want to have a matching outfit? She's like, I don't think so.
She's like, get away from me. Absolutely. Tina, I'm in the same boat with you. I love Nora Roberts, but I've never read a JD Robb yet. And Anita said, what is open library?
Yeah, I don't know
I
either.
don't know.
Inquiring minds.
Yeah.
Free book.
PK said, I love JD Robb's series. I actually found the first book when it first came out before anyone knew it was Nora Roberts.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I just finished the most recent book, 56 past weekend. As the books go on, it's actually more police procedural than romance. I think that's why I would get into it, because it would be like something different.
Because it's the same couple throughout the entirety of 50,000 books, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and like in the first one, her love interest is a bit suspect, because it's like, I know because I've heard everybody talk about this series that I know that but it's like, I don't trust him.
There you go. And Tina said, I got into mysteries about 8 months ago, so I'm interested in trying JD Robb.
Excellent.
All right, you guys want to stop right here and we'll start a sprint and we'll come back at the top of the hour?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. Yep.
All right. Happy reading.
Happy reading.
you guys do?
I got a chapter read, but only because I was eating my dinner, and talking to Garrett.
What you have?
Chicken burgers and salad.
Nice.
Yeah.
What about you, Storm? You're on mute.
I got about 16 pages read, I think. I think I'm about halfway through now, so
Yay.
I feel like I might be able to get this one done by the end of the week.
Awesome.
The other print book that I'm reading is going a bit slower. This one's, although I'm not quite sure if it's going to fit for the marriage of convenience because I'm halfway through and we haven't got a marriage yet.
Oh.
and then something happened and I'm like, wait, are we not going to do the married thing? So now, so I don't know.
What about you, Tiffany?
I watched some videos. I figured I finished 2 books today.
You're damn right.
There you go.
Take some,
Take a little break. I got 48 pages read.
Whoa.
Yay.
2 turns I did not see coming. I have goosebumps. I'm like, why am I reading this by myself in the room here?
You're
Like,
going to have to message me, like, when you're...
It's so good. It's so, I'm like, oh wait, this happened. No, that was a totally different turn than I have goosebumps right now. Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
And then like something else happened and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good right now. Love it. Yeah, and I was this was like not. I was like, yeah, okay, sure, we'll give it a try. Oh, it's going way.
And you've never read this author before, so. And
No,
I
this is
consider
Shepherd's
that
Pie.
one to be one that wasn't a favorite. Like, I liked it, but it wasn't one of my favorites by her.
Oh, you've read this one.
I've read The Overnight Guest, yes.
Okay, yes, then I can absolutely message. I'm like, why does she want me to message her if she doesn't know what happened? But
no, I've read it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I finished it in 2 days. I couldn't put it down.
Yeah. I mean, it's well, because I'm buddy reading it, I have to stop at a certain point. So
yes,
but which is fine because then I could jump
The
on
one
I
I've
think I
read
had
by
it from
her,
NetGalley, and then I listened to it on audio.
the one I've read from her is "This Is How I Lied." I didn't like that one.
I've read that one too, I think.
I've not
I gave
read
it
that
3 stars. It was like,
I read The Weight of Silence, and I
The
read
Weight of-
this one with the school shooting.
Okay.
I didn't read that one. I thought I
I'll
read
definitely
it.
read more about
Anyway,
her.
you've got a lot because she's got a backlist, so you have a lot to go through if you enjoy that one.
Yeah, so far I'm loving it. So
Mm-hmm.
let's see. Tina said I got into mysteries about 8 months ago, so I'm interested in trying J.D. Robb.
Hi, Rue. Silly.
Tina said, Tiffany, remember some of us are old and started these long series when they started.
You're not
Or-
old,
Or
Asian.
what said.
You are not old.
Jesse said about 3 months listened on audio and hubby was along for the ride. We binged them. Well, that's
Oh,
very
nice.
nice. Yeah. I always wanted matching PJs for me and the cats. Then sanity would return.
I thought you were saying something so nice, Cajun. You old no. Okay. I really am kidding.
Danielle said the open library is on Internet Archive, and there's also an app. I'm still exploring it, but I think I'm going to find a lot to read there. The library card was really easy to get.
And
That's
is
good to
it
know.
lots of like just classic stuff? Because a lot of the free ones sometimes are
Yes,
like
they're the
basically
open
classic.
source.
Yeah.
Right.
Which
no,
is not
it has
something I
things
would
like
read,
the
so-
Court of Mist and Fury on there, and Game of Thrones, and
Oh,
Really?
Cool. Okay. That's why I was
Tina-
asking if they had other
Yeah.
stuff.
Harry
Cool.
Potter, The Gentleman in Moscow.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
so
look that up.
Tina said, yeah,
Oh,
I
and
can
it's
post
got
some-
Harlequin. I think Harlequins.
Uh-oh.
And the app is just called Open Library?
Nick
Yeah.
Hansen Open Library also has books you can borrow and read. Jessica said, sorry, I'm late. I'm listening to Burden of Poof. Tina posted pictures of him in his sweater on Discord.
I'll be right back.
Nice. Yeah. Hold, please.
And I love the idea of matching pajamas, but I want to put a bow tie on my cat.
It would last.
I'm sure your cat doesn't want you to put a bow tie on, but you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh,
Super
Jasmine.
cute.
Oh, that's cute.
That is
Loving it.
adorable. Tina, great job.
Things I love about in-depth series: police procedural, future setting, but only 2058, so not too far now. A couple who loves each other throughout the entire series. Fantastic circle of friends that grows.
Oh, that's awesome.
The only thing about you saying 2058 to me and me thinking that might not be too futuristic, because, you know, when I was a child, the Jetsons made it seem by this time things would be very different, and they're not. So I feel
I
like
don't
seen
have
this.
a flying car.
yeah, like
Yeah, I seen
There
this
was
thing on
more than that.
I think it was Facebook or something, but it says was the Jetsons like our saying our future or whatever it is. It had Zoom meetings because it had him talking to his boss on the thing or whatever, and then it had like all that stuff, and it's like that all the stuff that we're doing now, except we don't have the flying cars.
And let's be honest, that's all we wanted was the flying cars. That's all
And
we
the
wanted.
robot
We
maid.
didn't care about the other stuff. The robot maid. There you go.
It's like the Back to the Future. I wanted one of those hoverboards, that actually hovered. Not these things that they made and tried to call hoverboard, because they did not hover. They just zoomed on the ground.
Exactly.
All I wanted from Back to the Future 2 was to be able to put a pizza and say rehydrate, and 2 seconds later, like a pizza came out. That's what I wanted.
That's funny.
Just hello, everyone. I just got home from a massage. I'll be reading a man called. Ooh, very nice. I hope you enjoyed.
I
Yeah.
am jealous.
Jesse said hubby enjoys Peabody in the series. We listen to the morning, noon, and night.
Nice.
Awesome.
So yep, I thought it. And though it isn't a comedy, there is humor.
Okay.
PK said a reading Obsidian by Alice Sabo, a fantasy, a short read. Love the writing. 5th in Tales of the Haroon series, 34% starting place for evening. Bless you.
Thank you.
So that PK loads of humor. Jesse said, I'm halfway with Fool Me Once. Started this last night, fell asleep. Love and enjoyed the Yorkie pups.
Awesome.
Belle said, I didn't notice where I started, but I made it to 63%.
Well done.
Excellent.
8% done. Made it to 88% of 50% off Murder, and I will hopefully finish tonight. I'm really on the fence about this one, and I love Jen McKinley, but you could tell this is an early series for her. I didn't even realize that Jen McKinley wrote that series.
I think it's under Josie Bell or something, but it's.
I have it on my TBR. I didn't realize it was the same. Yeah. Jessica said, really not liking the narrator either, so it's looking like a 3-star. Okay. Mel said, I read 20 pages.
Nice, Mama.
Well done.
Mm-hmm. Just said,
That's like 3 normal sprints combined.
But well, maybe the last 20 pages will change it.
True.
Okay, but if you liked a book just the whole time, would the last 20 pages totally change your star rating on it?
Probably not.
It depends on what the twist was. I think it would have to be like, to me,
something. Yeah.
I don't read books that would have that kind of twist. Like, I don't think any cozy is going to turn out for me. But like your book
was in fact the amateur sleuth who did it.
That could be the twist.
Unless Cozy's prediction came true and like the Hannah Swinson series all turned out to be her sitting in a mental institution, I will retract everything I've said and give that series 5 stars. But in general, I'm thinking that, that doesn't happen. But in your book, I think that like the last, could turn.
It could make or break it. Thrillers that can make or break it.
Yeah.
With the cozy, there's only been one cozy that I think I went from a 4-star to a 5-star on it because of the ending, and that was the second book in the Friend for Hire series because of the revelation that was at the end. That's why I'm like, I need another one. So it's like, I hope she gets another one because I'm like,
I saw something that she said she might do it on her own. So
I hope
not
she can't leave me hanging like that.
There you go.
Agree.
That would be bad if it just ended and you're like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anita got to 90%. Book ban 25%. Karen read 33 pages. Nadine, 23 pages of Naked in Death read. I give myself permission to keep buying used books in the series as I see them.
That's
Excellent, Nadine.
Fair enough.
Glad you're enjoying.
Tina said, didn't read because I thought my AirPods were dead, but I realized with 4 minutes left that they weren't, and I finished my 6th square and I started at my 7th. Very good.
Well done.
You've got a lot done.
A question about your granny square sweater or whatever you were making. Are you doing like different colors and going to put them all together and it's going to be like one of those multicolored ones, or is it all the same color? I've seen some like sweaters where they have the granny squares where they're different colors, but not one that's the same. So I was curious.
Okay. Kev said, I DNF my retro romance and I'm now reading A Boo Club to Die For by Dorothy St. James, and I am a much happier place now.
There you go.
Excellent. Excellent.
They also got to chapter 3 and 13% in Elementary She Read by Victoria Delaney.
Awesome.
Annie made it to 54%. Cajun said, Danielle, a bow tie would be cute. I had to put a t-shirt on one of mine when she had a biopsy, and you would have thought I was killing her.
We had antlers for our old cat, and that just didn't go over well.
No. She was okay. Turned out the cat was allergic to tuna.
Oh
my God.
There's some irony in that, right?
yeah.
And she said, hi all. Hello. Elizabeth's here. She said, hi everyone.
Hello.
Lomax said, I have to get back to the In Death series. I love it, but it got away from me years ago. I left off on book 20-something. I think it was Born in Death when it was released. So it's been a while. Dino said it's a mix of public domain and newer books.
Nice.
They have a lot of Signet Regency books, too.
I noticed they had audiobooks, too.
Okay. So it could be something worth looking into for sure. I said,
Thank
what
you
year
for
were
the
the Jetsons supposed to take place? I thought 2000.
It's somewhere in there. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, he said, I wanted the press button meals. Yes, exactly. The character
2062.
work 2062.
For the Jetsons.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like that was
Do you know
a lot
why?
further than I thought.
Because the first episode aired in 1962. So it was 100 years in the future.
Okay. So there's a possibility we could get there.
Yeah, there's still a chance.
Yeah. If we don't destroy ourselves by then, but we'll see.
I could more or less see us being the people in the Wall-E though.
Why? What was Wall-E? I didn't watch Wall-E.
Have you ever seen it? Well, they're all like scooting down the road, big fat blobs or whatever, because they've got all they do is they're on their technology all the time or whatever. They're right beside each other, texting each other while they're like driving down through the thing or whatever. It's not.
That's probably very accurate. Yes.
So.
Yeah. You're right.
Well, I laughed at the retro book I was reading from 87. That there was an old man in the book and he was 90. And it said in the book, he's like, oh, he was born in 97. And I went, what? And I had to switch my brain and go, 1897.
Yeah.
Like, that's not right.
There's a
I'm not good at math, but I mean,
right? Like, maybe. No, I feel like that too. Like sometimes when they like say date of birth, I'm like, do I really have to say 19 whatever? But then I'm like, there's gonna come a point where yes, you're gonna have to specify that,
I love that meme where it's like the wheel from The Price is Right, and they're like scrolling down to your year of birth.
Oh my gosh, is this not the most annoying thing? It's just like, and we're scrolling, and we're scrolling. And the scroll's just getting further. What I don't understand when they do that one, though, it's like you just put out like whatever the site is now. Do you really think somebody from 2023 that was born in 2023 is on your app right now? Like,
right?
You're not.
Exactly.
You're not. Nadine says the character Rourke was born October 6, 2023.
Wow.
Oh,
that's
his birthday coming up. Only 2058. Okay, that makes me want to read them. I'd be 53, I think.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even want to go there.
2058 seems close to us now, but the first book was written in 1995.
Mm-hmm.
Belle said, Sarah, I gotta laugh. You gotta laugh out of me. It was the amateur sleuth who did it. LOL. Just looked it up. It says Jetsons was 2062 at Melmac. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, it's going to be different colors. That's for you, Storm, about the
Oh, awesome.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
granny squares.
Cool.
I think that'll look cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it started raining. Somebody's just bringing their garbage can to the curb. I was like, oh, that's coming down harsh. Mel said, quit your snickering at my having read 20 pages during the sprint. Full disclosure, the font on is a little bigger and the spacing is greater than usual. It's a hardcover, but not large print.
This space is bigger than usual. I skipped a couple pages and
1 word per page. No, just kidding.
okay, I didn't read.
The cat in the hat.
Oh, Melmac, we missed you on Saturday. See what happens? We didn't
Yes,
We
get
adore
to-
you.
Poor Mel. Tina said, I'm kind of going with the flow, but half of them will be random colors and half will be brown ombre yarn. That'd be very cool. And Jessica said, honestly, never changed a book with the last 20 pages. Was just trying to have everyone else at least give it a try, so it could just be my taste. Okay.
That's fair.
Okay, Jen, just finished. I was at 98% when the sprint ended. Well, good. You should have just continued on.
Yeah.
Okay, so at thumbs up for Melmac, we're going to stop here so we could go into our second sprint.
Mm-hmm.
Is the top of the hour okay with everyone?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So happy reading, everyone.
Happy reading.
you guys do.
I got a couple of chapters actually listened to because the book's available on Hoopla. And I wanted to do a little cross stitch. So that's what I was doing.
Awesome.
Cool. I don't remember where I left off, but I'm at 132 pages and I have like 106 pages to go and I can finish. So
you can do it.
I think I can do it. This one it's reading rather quickly and everything. So, compared to the other one, that's a little bit slow.
Storm, did you get your hair cut?
No. I took a shower earlier and I was trying to let it dry out. And so the curls are kind of popped because
we're not used to seeing her with, well, at least I'm not used to seeing her with her hair down.
Hair down, yeah.
It looks nice.
I really like it down. I did not read anything. I was watching videos.
That's fine.
You're allowed.
Watch any good videos?
I was watching some new music that I knew was coming out and stuff. So
cool.
My coworker had sent me a video about something from Rihanna for the Super Bowl. And I'm like, this is how much I don't pay attention to things. I'm like, she's still pregnant? She's like, no, she's pregnant again. I'm like, oh, I was just thinking like, damn, that's been a long time. She's like, no, this is the next kid. I'm like, oh, okay. That's how much I don't pay attention.
Yeah, I don't.
We had the same conversation. One of the girls at work, she's like, oh, did you see that she was pregnant? And I'm like, didn't she just have a baby like 2 weeks ago? They're like, no, it was like back last May. I'm like, okay, whatever.
I was just like, she seemed really pregnant last time I remember like hearing of her doing something. But
right?
It tells you how much I pay attention. I didn't even know she had been pregnant and is pregnant again because I don't even pay any attention.
I thought you were about to say.
I didn't know who she was.
I was about to say the same thing. Storm was going to say, I don't even know who she is.
Well, I don't necessarily know who she is. I mean, I've heard the name, but like, I don't think I would recognize her if I would have seen her. I would have probably been like, who is that? But yeah, because I think I seen her. I've seen her and I thought it was Beyonce, but it was Rihanna. So that's because I told Dad I thought maybe it was Beyonce on there. So that's why I said they all look alike to me. I wouldn't know who's who.
It's like singer you don't even know, It's like, yeah.
I didn't watch any of it, so
yeah, I didn't either. The only reason I knew it even started was because like the drunk guys outside went inside. So I'm like, oh, it must be starting now. That was it.
Last year's halftime show I lived for.
Oh,
because it was Eminem, Dr. Dre, like that was mine.
Oh.
And so many people at work who I know aren't into, they just want to be like trendy for the Super Bowl. We're like, oh my God, that was so stupid. And I'm just like, stop trying to make fetch happen, okay? Like, stop it.
Right,
no.
yeah.
No, like,
there was a lot of happy people at Denny's this morning because two of the servers there were like pretty big Chiefs fans. And so.
Oh, nice.
I was like, I asked my dad, I said, who won? And he said the Chiefs. And I said, oh, good. That means Jen will be in a good mood and not a bad one. Because I was like, we might not want to go there. She's going to be in a bad mood. But
that can happen. Yeah, everyone here was happy because like South Jersey is like Eagles fans, not up here. So they were like, yes, anybody but Eagles. So
I heard that about the national anthem, so I had to go watch it. And I heard about a bad call at the end, but that was it.
I heard that it was a pretty close game. But
it was, but I mean, I didn't watch it, but I had looked, and I think I told Kevin with like 4 minutes left, wasn't it? That was like 30. It was tied, and then all of a sudden, I saw people exploding with 3 hours, and this is how it's going to end. A bad call, refs determining the game, and then it was rigged and all this stuff. I have no idea. I didn't watch it. Don't know what the call was. I'm assuming pass interference if I had to take a guess. But since I don't watch football anymore, I used to die hard, but I don't.
One of the dishwasher guy that that works there at Denny's, he gave him a hard time. So I guess he was razzing them about how the Eagles were going to win or whatever it is. And so when he came in, he had his work shirt underneath it, but he had a Chiefs shirt on top. And man, they were going crazy. The girls were like, "Oh my gosh, look at that!" He's like, "I figured since I gave him so much, crap or whatever." But he goes, "Now I got to go take this shirt off because it's my wife's." And if I get anything on it, she will be mad. She will get mad.
That's funny.
Because he's not a Chiefs fan, so he didn't really care, but his wife is. So
that's funny. Well, good for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Mel said, "Work is going to be born this year. Why does that make me feel old?" Allie said, "Hello. I'm reading a Star Wars book called Dooku, Jedi Lost."
Cool.
I just want to ask Mel Mac, is that rhetorical or do you want us to answer? just asking before I say anything that no.
It is kind of weird to like be reading a series where the character just actually is technically born from the date, the first
Yeah. And it's on book 56. You know what I mean? Like it's been going on. Allie said, "Oh, I loved Wally. I remember that scene." Jessica said, "Wally takes place in 2805. I doubt we'll make it to Wally World."
I've never seen Wally, but Short Circuit is what it reminds me of. Anyone else remembers the movie Short Circuit?
Yeah.
I love Short Circuit.
That was a great movie.
Yes.
Cajun said, "I don't know, but it does at Melmac, maybe because he was a full-grown adult when we meet him. So this year, 30-some years." Karen said, "I'll be dead by 2058. Mel says, "I skipped a couple of pages, one picture per page. A is for apple, B is for ball, C is for cat. I'm hoping to finish the alphabet during the next sprint. # reading goals."
I'll be interested to hear your update. I want to know how you did.
Well done.
She got to F. Mel said, "Cajun, I think it's because Rourke is a hottie and in book crush material, but he wasn't born into 2023, which makes it weird."
Truth.
And Rourke will always be a young Pierce Brosnan to me. Remington Steele days.
Oh well, now if I can picture that, I might, but I like
There
Remington
you go.
Steele. But
There you go.
I don't know. I just didn't get a really good feel for Rourke in the first book, so it'll take a little while, I guess.
Yeah, it takes
He
some
was
time.
sketchy. He was just I wasn't sure.
But true too that that they wind up like.
Yeah, so it's like I knew that it was going to go the right way, but yeah.
Annie said the reading format on Open Library isn't very flexible, and the audio is a robot voice. That is on a PC, but maybe you can change that on Kindle or a phone. They do have a big selection.
No, you can't change the audio on the phone. I was playing with it during the sprint.
Okay, so sucks. Pat said, "Well, the last sprint did not get much reading done. My roommate Kat jumped on my bed and decided to sit right in front of my book. Every time I moved the book, she would change her position." Sounds like somebody's mouse pad, right?
Cats are jerks.
Ladies, I love that show, Remington Steele.
Yeah.
That's it. "I picked her up and I put her in the cat room and closed my bedroom door. Now I'm enjoying my book. I'm finishing this book tonight. This is the third book in the series. I need to get 1 and 2.
Nice. Well done.
Lee, I cannot wait for your March readathon.
Awesome.
I actually picked out my books I think I have one book that could get me a bingo off of that. So
Ooh.
yeah,
Excellent.
I kind of planned that out because I was like, I've got that in March Mystery Madness. How am I going to make this work?
Yeah.
Came
I
up
know.
with-
I was like, now March Mystery Madness is so you got to make them where it'd be easy to get a bingo.
And middle grade March.
Yes.
I know. I have like so many books that I had on Libby that are like middle grade that I want to read. They keep coming in. I'm like, no, it's not time yet, March.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have like this whole load of them are gonna like come in, and I'm like gonna be like, no.
Oh crap.
What I was glad too is like one of the books I wanted was on hold at Libby, and it was like approximately 4 weeks. I'm like, that's perfect. Here we go. Put that on hold. It'll come in perfect.
Bonus.
Except I do that, and then the next day it says your hold has come in, and I'm like, well,
Right.
I had that planned for 4 weeks.
Yeah, you're like,
Right.
I had it planned, and now you're ruining my plan.
When you don't want it, it's like
Yeah.
8 weeks later.
Right. Right. Jessica said, finish 50% off Murder. and it's a 3-star. Don't know when I will try the other books in the series, but it's an okay start, I guess.
Gotcha.
And you said I'm getting tired. I'm going to say goodnight, everyone. Keep safe. I hope she's feeling better. And, yeah. Belle said it's not quite the top of the hour, but I got distracted with videos, and so no reading was done. I'm going to call it an early night. Good night, everybody.
I was gonna say to you, Lee, that you're absolutely loving the overnight guest, and I thought my friend Barb had read it. So I said, "Have you read the overnight?" And she goes, "I DNF'd it," and I was like, "I thought you didn't like it." So that's why I was like, so now I'm curious because I'm like, they're over here like it's so good, and you're like, I DNF'd it.
Well, so I got to another twist in the book, so where you thought you found out the killer, and I was like, just not making sense for me. And then when they said who it really was, I was like, that is so much more expected. I also wrote down a little note of my prediction of, and I'm just going to say this right now, a prediction of the little girl's name. So I think I already know who it is, but I will definitely be messaging you, Sarah.
So she's like, I got predictions. It's like she's going to solve this mystery before.
Just because it would be fitting of what, because like they made a point very early on in the book of saying, well, you have the prettiest name, but they never said what her name was. And now as the story goes on, I'm like, there can only be one name. There's only one name that they named this girl. So
now as you're saying that, the book is coming back to me.
Yeah, there's like more I could like. I would say
there's
like
so much that happens in that book. It's like
it was like
I can just imagine her writing it with like the the string from one thing.
Because you're like, you can see at some point how the two timelines are going to match up, but you're like, how's the third one getting in there? And it's like there's a 20-year gap, and you're like, I don't know where this third timeline fits in at. It was just like, I don't know how but she made it work. She made it work for sure.
Well, my friend says, try it. You may like it, but it says something if I DNF'd it. I said, that's why I'm curious, because she doesn't DNF very often. So I'm like,
I've got like 41 pages left. I can't imagine that it's going to get horrible in those 41 pages. I hope not. So we'll see. I'm not.
So
I liked it. That's all I'm going to say.
I had an e-arc of it, and then I got kind of like, because I know she didn't like it, so I never read it. So now I'm like, maybe I need to bring it back.
Grab it on audio. I really liked it on audio. Grab it on audio.
There you go.
Is it scary?
Yeah.
There's some creepy parts. For sure.
It's not a Tiffany book. Sorry.
No, yeah. I wish it's really good, but no, I don't think it was creepy. It's creepy.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Annie said, I forgot to say you can only borrow for 1 hour at a time on Open Library.
1 hour?
They expect you to be fast readers.
Still, Steve Donahue's the only one who's actually using it.
He's like, I read 4 books this hour.
That's right.
That's all. That's like really fast. Said Annie, some are longer, but the 1 hour borrows are really easy to keep renewing. The one I'm currently reading, let me borrow for 2 weeks.
Well, I figure at least it would probably, like give you you can sample it in that hour, and it's like, well, I like it, then I can reborrow it. If I don't, then just I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I finished a chapter. Fast read as it's a screenplay. I didn't realize this place started it, but it's really good so far.
Excellent.
Read 9 pages and watched tonight's episode of Bob Hart's Abishola. I don't know what that is.
Nice.
Tina said read 26 of After and finished my 7th square. I'm almost done with my 8th.
Wow. That's awesome.
Finished my reading journal and watched YouTube.
Here's my question, Tina. How many squares does it take to make your sweater?
That's a good question.
Might depend on the size of the squares.
Yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Big ones.
Front and back.
9 and 9. We're good.
I see you've made a sweater before, Storm.
That's I'm going to tell everyone good night. This book was really good. Definitely 5 stars. I need to charge my phone for tonight. Going to order the other 2 books. Happy reading.
Bye.
Good night. And Elizabeth said I was listening to Little Town on the Prairie during the sprint. I didn't get to it last week, but I had it checked out from Hoopla already.
Gotcha.
Yes. Listen, it was rhetorical, Tiffany. Rhetorical. Need more input.
Mm-hmm.
I love Wall-E, my favorite Pixar, which is saying a lot because most of them are pretty great. Melmac, same. I was hearing Wall-E saying, even in my head, I had it on repeat since Store mentioned Wall-E. I love it. Face red heart shape. Reading Restless Hearts by B.J. Daniels. So good so far.
Love her.
Daniels.
He said, have you watched the book YouTuber How to Train Your Gavin when he tries to outsell Agatha Christie? Fun.
I haven't watched that,
I
but I've
haven't watched
him.
them, but I've seen him have them on there.
Yeah. I have no clue how many squares I'll need.
Fair enough.
Seems that I decided to do this like 4 hours ago.
Oh, gotcha.
Well, I think you're doing great 4 hours ago.
That is a true crafter right there. I'm bored. Let's cast out a sweater.
4 hours.
Yeah, I'm going to make a sweater. Yep.
I'm planning on it being like cropped. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Thanks for telling
a
me.
friend of mine, the cat lady, CATT for Craft All the Things, she did a granny square sweater, but it was like 3/4 length sleeve, but it was like one that just came up underneath your boobs, so it was like just like a little that you would put over top of something else. Yeah. Super cute.
That's cute. They were the ones you all borrowed for 1 hour. You're very welcome. All right, we have come to the end of the comments. I would like to wrap up because I have dishes to do.
Okay.
So I'm sorry, I just want to get those done because then they sit till tomorrow. And then, I'm trying to start the week off right here for my life right now. Because I'm usually doing Monday dishes on Wednesday. I'm just like, I've got to change that habit.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming on and joining. Thank you, everybody in the comments. Sarah, I will be messaging you later about this book.
Yes.
And we are going to be meeting up on Thursday on Sarah's channel.
Yep.
The Bookish Knitter. All right. So have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thanks, Lee.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Lee.
Bye.